This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by GoDaddy.com, 99cent.com with code MMANUTS99. Save 30% off new orders with code MMANUTS30. Butcher Box, get grass-fed meats delivered to your house. Get $10 off with code MMANUTS. Uber, get a free ride with code TRYFREE21. Freshly, chef-cooked healthy meals delivered to your door. Save $20 off the 6-meal plan for first-time users with code GWN639. Defense Soap, used by more champions in more countries than any other brand. Save 15% off with code MMANUTS. Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 336.
336!
My name's Ingo Weigel.
McCool, MMA show by my fans, for my fans, we're walking the line between serious and ridiculous. Woo! What's going on? Kick my shoes off here.
Oh boy.
Getting down to
shoes
business.
off. Oh no.
This shit's about to get real.
Okay. Are you going to keep getting undressed as we
Maybe.
go on? Is it going to be
You talk dirty to me.
Okay. I'll think about it. Where do I start? There's been so much that's gone on this week in the MMA space.
And even in the boxing space, in a fight that I heard was epic, but I didn't even watch it.
No, are you talking about Klitschko?
Yeah.
Yes, I watched that. Holy shit, that was the uppercut from, like, I don't... Dude, there is a picture of Klitschko. He looks like a cartoon character. His head is all stretched out, all the veins, and he's just like, clang. Yeah, he got knocked out.
Rubber-banded.
Oh, yes. That was a good fight, though. And hats off, dude. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed that was going to happen.
They said it was like 90,000 people there.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. Okay.
Something crazy like that.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I've got it recorded. I haven't watched it
It's
yet.
good. It's good.
Plan to check it out.
I missed a couple of rounds, but it was a good battle. And, you know, you could see him wearing down over time. It just kind of could tell, younger guy. You know, Klitschko's what, 40, 41? How old is he?
I think he's late 30. I want to say he was 38.
Okay. Yeah. Heavyweights, big dudes.
Yep.
Good fight. But more importantly, I kind of want to talk to you about some things regarding the UFC. There's been a couple of news stories.
Sure.
I would like to start with one, and I think you were going to comment on the other one. ESPN making some cutbacks, right? You think, no big deal, right? But they happen to be one of the guys that might be in line for when this UFC contract is up with Fox, you know, to kind of bid on what's happening in the MMA space moving forward.
Yeah.
And it looks like maybe they're not in a position right now to actually bid on the UFC moving. So what does that say for, we just sold the company for $4 billion. Now we're thinking maybe there's not as much of a market as there could be, and are we gonna? I think they had a $150 million contract with Fox, and
yeah, I think it was up to 150 at the tail end of it here.
Yeah, and they're looking to double that pretty much to try to make up, because you got pay-per-views are down, overall everything's down, and they got to make it up somewhere. So it has to be network TV, otherwise it doesn't work. So what do you think? Like, do you think this is a big blow if ESPN is basically out of the UFC business because they don't have money? And which is weird. Like, what's happening in sports? Why all of a sudden?
Well, I think because everyone's cutting the cord. You don't have, that was part of the deal, is that, you know, ESPN is always one of those packages that you're locked in as a premium channel, and I think that's what kind of screws everybody's cable bill up to some extent, because there's some people that don't really want ESPN, but I think it's one of the most expensive channels, if not the most expensive.
Yeah. I read they jacked their rate up too the last couple of years.
Well, I mean, I want to say that they were spending $5 billion a year on all the contracts that they currently have to televise whatever sporting events they own.
Whoa, that's ridiculous.
And some of those are locked up to, I think it's 2021. So now if they were one of the potential suitors for the UFC, you're taking them out of the equation?
Potentially, yes.
That's, in my book, that's a $50 million loss right there. You take one player out, because really, who are we talking?
Fox.
Is it Fox? Are you going to see an HBO, because they were one of the original people that were thinking about it before Fox got in?
I think Showtime would be before HBO.
Showtime, because they
did too proud of their boxing. They love their boxing.
Yeah, you know, and it's two separate markets.
Right.
They can coexist. Showtime, the CBS with the Elite XC. I don't know if they want to dive back in. I don't think it's a major network. I think it has to be an offshoot, like the Fox,
PBS,
like the ESPN.
There you go.
Maybe a hunting channel or fucking Comedy Central. I don't know what, but yeah, it's definitely gonna hurt them.
Might be a good fit, actually.
Might be the right demographic.
Same market, yeah.
But yeah, they're in this weird spot again, and you know, I think the new owners have enough money to go through this, but I think even Fox would understand that if they continue to stick with the UFC, that obviously they're going to need a pay raise. So even if you had 2 bidders, I think you could squeeze enough out of Fox to make up the difference.
Okay.
So is it going to cost the UFC some dollars? Probably. But I don't think it's enough to significantly hurt the company going forward.
No.
I think they're doing a bang-up job on that themselves right now.
Yeah.
You know?
We don't need outside influence to screw ourselves.
Not so much.
Doing
Not
a great
anymore.
job.
We're a heartless corporation now. We don't need fucking money. We'll just cut the fighter salaries. They don't need benefits. They don't need a union.
Nah.
Fuck,
Not necessary.
We'll just half their Reebok money. They'd be lucky to get anything.
Yeah. And the kind of parlay this story, you had brought up, you know, the Fertittas are up to some new things because they've obviously banked big time on the sale of this thing. And do you think their timing was coincidental or was it quite calculated?
It was. We talked about this, I think, right when they sold it. They sold at the perfect opportunity, the height of the sport.
Yep.
When you know you've got a potential lawsuit, potential union, your biggest stars, Ronda Rousey, done fighting, you can probably see that coming.
Yeah.
Conor McGregor's not going to fight forever, especially if he gets this Mayweather fight.
Oh, he's done after that.
Well, that's what I said. If you're going to let him fight Mayweather, you got to get him to sign an agreement to say, hey, I'm going to do anywhere from 3 to 5 more fights in the UFC. Otherwise, we're not making that deal. You can't let that guy make whatever it is.
200 million.
Who's going to want to fight again?
Never.
Even if he makes 50 million. I know he wants to spend his money.
More than that.
But he ain't going to fight again.
No,
Who the fuck would?
Pacquiao got 100, wasn't it? 150?
Yeah, I want to say he got like 150 and Floyd got
bigger than
fucking
that.
300 or something crazy.
McGregor's bigger than Pacquiao. I know you boxing fans are like, boo. But I'm telling dude, I think he's making $250,000. Easy.
Well, he is, because even just the economics of that pay-per-view, it'll be the biggest pay-per-view of all time.
Ever. Yeah. He'll make $250 million and probably Mayweather will make a cool $500 million.
Yeah.
They'll both just be like laughing their whole to the bank, man.
And where did we start this conversation? Was this about the Fertittas?
Just UFC news. Where I was kind of wrapping up we have the one side where the future's uncertain. We have the Fertittas now who are venturing into some new thing, and we're going to bring that up.
They're going in some investment company or investment capital company where they're dumping $500 million in.
Oh, because they have a lot. They have a lot.
I see some of the fighters tweeting out, "But yeah, thanks. You know, we could have used some of that money. If you just sell it for $4 billion,
yeah,
you know, you could have paid each one of the fighters $1 million right there. Not that everyone needs $1 million, but you know the point. Everyone could have got a little something on that sale." That's what happens sometimes. You work at a private company, and then it goes public or gets sold. If you have nice owners, everyone gets a little something. A little bonus. Hey, thanks for the effort.
At least a $5,000 check would have been nice or something.
Anything, I think the fighters would have been super happy with. And then now you look at how this is all going downhill, and it goes over to the ally Iaquinta, right? So we talked about him last week, just kind of going off in the post-fight interview, or what was it, 2 weeks ago? And this week he's saying some shit on the MMA Hour. He's like, Dana White has done a lot for the sport, and for him to say the best part of UFC Brooklyn was a flight home, you were on a private jet, bro. Shut the fuck up. For most people, that would be the highlight of their life. Forget the night. You were on a private jet. Of course it was the highlight of your night. There's guys fighting in the cage getting hurt. He owes an apology to all those motherfuckers. That's bullshit. Shut your fucking mouth. So he's saying stuff like that directly to Dana White, criticizing Reebok, criticizing Sage Northcutt.
He's angry. He's got anger issues.
He does. You think?
He's
Raging Al, destroying
hotel What's his
rooms?
Nickname? Is it Raging?
Yeah, Raging Al.
Okay, it makes sense.
So this is, I kind of like this new attitude. Do you like it?
I mean, it's polarizing. At the same time, it's not helping his career. You can't be yelling at the boss and saying all kinds of bad shit about the company publicly, and then wonder why your career isn't advancing.
Well, I was going to ask, how long before he gets cut? You know, is this something he's going to get cut for?
No, I doubt they cut him unless he starts losing. But I don't know. Like he's a little fire plug. I mean, there's a space for that in this sport, if any has room for that kind of thing. So I think it'll be fine. But I mean, all it takes is Dana having a bad day and go like, you know what, fuck that guy. That's it. I'm cutting him. Yeah. Or even worse, he's gonna fight like number 15 or number 20.
Or who else? I think Mike Perry was calling him out on Twitter. Mike Perry's at 170. Platinum Mike Perry.
Yeah. Is that his nickname? Platinum?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
He's a weird dude.
He's a standing banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's weird.
Al would like that.
Yeah. I mean, I like the attitude. Seems like you have more and more people stepping up, and I know Anderson Silva was just on the MMA Hour today, and he's talking about he is slotted to be on UFC 212, and there, if you go to the UFC website, you still see him there. He's fighting to be determined right now.
He wants Yoel Romero, doesn't he?
Yeah, he said, I want Yoel Romero. I want an interim title shot, and if that doesn't happen, I am retiring.
I think that's a bad matchup for him. I don't know that will go his way.
Probably.
That guy is a little bit too strong, a little bit too hungry.
But this fight is this card is 33 days away or something like that.
That's all he needs.
We don't have a matchup for him.
Because dick pills, Matt.
I know.
He's all set.
But do you think they're going to make this matchup?
No.
Do you think he fights on the card?
No.
Oof. So we're just going to use his likeness, sell all these tickets in Rio. It's in Rio.
Yep.
And isn't that bait and switch?
Wouldn't be the first time. I don't think he fights. I can't see him fight Yoel Romero though. That's even more crazy. I don't see that. Maybe. I guess they're both around the same age, right?
Close. I want to say Anderson's got to be 41.
I always think of Yoel as a little younger than he is, but
he's young to MMA, but old.
Yeah, but he
got into it late.
Strong as hell. Yeah. And we'll see. I don't think they make that matchup. My glasses.
Well, I don't know who else you're gonna match Anderson up on 30 days notice, and that's
Chris Weidman.
Yeah, run it again.
Why not?
Yeah. Speaking of Chris, what's going on with the UFC belt? You know, I was having this thought. The UFC belt kind of reminds me of the Ring in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, where everybody that gets the belt always thinks it's my belt. I gotta get my belt back. My precious.
Yes.
What is that draw? Every single guy that's had it and lost it still thinks it's their belt.
I think it's that typical pissing in contest thing. Like, this is my space. Like, this is mine. I peed here. This is my spot. I want this belt back. You know.
Yeah.
Because they're all like alpha male type dudes, and you know it's big about like territory and you know look at how they all behave. You know, bumping chests and all that crazy stuff. Even the calm guys are similar. I mean, you got to be a little bit to be in this kind of sport. I think that's why, and maybe part of it's mental too. You know, you got to psych yourself up for this thing.
Yeah, I gotta get I lost something. I gotta get it back.
Yeah,
like I stole it from me.
Yeah, it's definitely. I think about this sometimes, wondering like the rat race of that whole behavior of chasing that one thing in each weight division. You know, and then if you're not there, you're trying to get there, and then when you get there, it's like, what's worse? Is it worse trying to keep the belt forever or is it worse, or is it harder to get it?
I think it's harder to defend it. I think GSP was just talking about that. I think it's easier to get it and harder to hold it, because once you get it, everyone is shooting for you then.
Yeah.
And plus, what if that was your goal, just to win, and you haven't set another goal yet? Like, I want to get the belt. Like, oh, okay, I got the belt now. Okay, what's my next goal?
Hookers and blow?
I go up another weight class. I get another one. I'm going to defend it 20 times.
Or you party.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So maybe that's why you see some of the guys 1 and done. Or if you're heavyweight, 2 and done.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else?
Vitor Belfort.
Yes.
Slated to have his final fight versus Nate Marquardt, potentially. Thoughts on this? Good, bad?
I like it. I think that's a fair fight for a retirement fight. A lot of people are saying it's TRT versus TRT. You know, back in the day, we were both a little gacked up.
They should agree to just juice.
I'd be okay with that.
Nate was pretty good when he was juiced up.
Yeah.
He's got that like weird, like boxing style with the hands like at the hips kind of thing, but he's also got the kicks going on. So
I could be down with that. And then we're at a point where I think Marquardt should probably retire too. I think that should probably be his last fight.
Yep.
And when Vitor made a post about this fight on Instagram, he had something weird to say. He said, "I started my UFC journey 20 years ago at UFC 12, and exactly 200 events after, at June 3rd, I will be making my last appearance for the organization at my hometown, Rio de Janeiro." So what does that mean? Because he's not saying I'm retiring. He's just saying I'm making my last appearance for the organization. Does that mean we're going to see him in Bellator? Ryzen?
I think maybe you're reading into it too much.
No.
No?
Because if that's your last fight, wouldn't you just say? Why would you just say this is going to be my last fight and I'm retiring? I am making my last appearance for the organization. To me, it sounds like that guy's got other plans. And, you know, it's not like he's getting his ass kicked. He's still semi-competitive for 1 minute and 30 seconds.
True. Bellator would be a good fit for him. Real good. You could even go up to heavyweight in Bellator.
Yeah. Or Ryzen. One of the two. I think he's going to continue fighting.
Okay.
And speaking of older guys that seem to be in shape, Chuck Liddell has been looking like he's back in fighting shape.
Yeah.
You see this fucking picture of the Iceman?
Oh, wow. He does look like
he looks pretty damn close to where he was.
Even maybe a little bit better.
Well, he might be super enhanced now, too.
Is that Photoshop or what?
No, but I'm saying, like, he can do all the TRT he wants right now.
I need to get me on some gear, Matt.
But,
get swole! Like Chuck Liddell.
Maybe. Do you think we're going to see him back in the UFC?
No. I don't want to see that.
Bellator?
No.
Why not?
I don't want to see it.
Can't the guy, do you think, yeah, I know he got knocked out at the end of his career.
Multiple times. Not just once.
Okay, but can a guy take a few years off and get his chin back? Can we test it out?
I don't know.
Can we test it out?
This guy.
Let him come back to Bellator.
I have no idea. What does the chin come back?
Well, if he can get back on some gear and then go into Bellator, come on.
You just want to.
Chuck Liddell. Bring Tito Ortiz out of retirement. Come on.
Wait. So you just want to see him take a gamble on, like, is he KO'd constantly still, or is he gonna KO people? Which Chuck are we gonna get?
I don't know.
The one who gets knocked out or the one who knocks people out?
Right.
Either way, it's exciting for Matt.
Yes, because he's a standing banger, right?
Okay. Of course.
And even if he went back to 205 in the UFC, drugs or not, say he looks like that, he's in phenomenal shape. He's still relevant, isn't he?
That is not drug-free, Matt. There's no way that's drug-free. He's like 42
I'm just
years
saying.
old.
So let's just, looking at that, put him back in the UFC, seeing how thin 205 is, you telling me he's not top 10?
Yeah, he would be top 10.
Shogun is fucking number 4. If I recollect.
I would like to see him fight Shogun.
Again?
Yes. I know. Shogun KO'd him, right? Wasn't it?
I don't even remember, Ingo.
I think it was.
That's why we're the best MMA show on the planet.
We have no idea.
You'll throw shit at me, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, who can remember this shit? It's like 10 years ago.
That's a problem. We've seen so many fights, I can't remember what's happened in
I think Shogun
99%.
KO'd him with like a left hook or something crazy. And then Rashad Evans did too. And then also
Rich Franklin with a broken arm, Ingo.
Yes. So he didn't have a good tail end of his career, Chuck. But you know, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So it's
true.
Kind of, whatever.
I would like to see him, come back. I'd like to see him come back in Bellator. What else do you see going on?
Still talking about the 205 division.
Yeah.
Ryan Bader apparently making a shit ton of money for himself in Bellator. He was making about $15K in the UFC on sponsorship money, and now it's like up to $60,000 in Bellator. Living a complete 180 life of, like you had mentioned before we started taping, Benson Henderson, who seems to be having a hard time getting sponsors. Bader says life is good in Bellator.
Yeah, so I wonder, is that because Bader has a good management team? Probably. And I think Bader said some of his sponsors stuck with him through all the bullshit. So he was still doing some stuff in the background.
Yeah.
And now that he's in Bellator, I wonder if some of those guys are still stepping up. So he didn't lose all of them, still had a couple sticking around. Or is it, does Benson Henderson's management team just suck? Or are they just asking for too much? Like, there's a lot of questions that, you know, because how does Benson Henderson, who seems like a super wholesome guy until last week when he tweets out, fucking putting everybody on notice and whatever, he seemed like the guy that would get sponsors easily. Like, he's a very wholesome image, a former champion. I'm still perplexed by how that guy doesn't have any sponsors. You might be just his gym.
I think it's too greedy. I think you're
maybe that's it. And Vitor, if he's getting 60 grand, I think that's awesome. I think all these guys, I want to see that come back. I don't buy this bullshit that the sponsorship market has dried up. It's there, but I don't think some of these guys are working for it.
No.
I mean, you have to sell yourself. Like, listen, I'm going to be on the main card of this fucking pay-per-view. You want in? Are you in? Or are you fucking out?
That's right.
Fucking in, you're fucking out.
Pay that man his money.
Kenny Powers.
That's right.
101. Oh. Fucking watch first season.
Hey, motherfucking Swizz.
Yeah. Go get your money, man.
The first season was definitely the best.
Yes.
Kenny Powers. Don't watch the other ones. First season, the best.
They progressively just went down and down.
Worse and worse,
Each one.
Yeah. No.
They had moments, but it wasn't consistent.
Not like the first season. Every episode was money.
So what else? Oh, Big John McCarthy, he was talking about the Anthony Rumble Johnson Daniel Cormier fight. He said Cormier walked into the octagon that night to fight Rumble. He weighed 236 pounds, Ingo.
How does he know that?
Because he was there when they weighed in. They did a weigh-in before they walked into the cage.
That is 30 pounds. 31.
Well, he cheated to get that one.
Yeah.
But what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? Why is the man not at heavyweight?
Well, he was.
I know. That's where he should be. He can't even make weight. I don't even think they do that John Jones fight. I don't think he can make the weight.
If he lays off the fried chicken, isn't he the one who likes the fried chicken?
Yes.
Yes.
Not racist.
No, he really had said that. He likes Popeye's chicken. Is that what it is? Yeah, right. So, which is delicious. I mean, you can't eat that, but it's good. I haven't had it in a while. That's insane. Wait a second. So from 8 a.m. on Friday till 8 p.m. on Saturday, 9 p.m., 10, he put 30 pounds back on?
Yeah. Was that like a 15% over the weight class?
That's so crazy. But, okay, he weighed in at 205 and then 30 pounds later.
Right.
What would you say, 15% increase in
weight?
That's
30,
that doesn't seem healthy.
Like 20, 30 pounds.
Does not seem healthy, Matt. I don't know how that's even humanly possible.
Why the guy's gonna? I thought he had kidney problems in the past, so he's cutting for wrestling. Like, what are we doing? Move up to heavyweight, man.
30 pounds of water? It's crazy.
Well, he didn't make weight. He cheated to make the weight. I'm telling you right here and now, he will miss weight against John Jones.
Maybe.
He will miss weight.
You don't want that.
We're on record for that.
You don't want that fight.
Well, who does? I mean, I don't think anybody. Well, I think your best chance is whenever someone comes back after a long layoff.
Yeah.
Like, look at John Jones versus OSP. Granted, he was planning to fight Daniel Cormier, but I think anytime a guy comes back, that's your best opportunity to fight him. He's not fight ready.
No. All right, I got one more and then I'm done.
Yeah.
I got, okay, apparently this season, The Ultimate Fighter, between Dillashaw and Cody Garbrandt, there's been a lot of beef. This is like, these two are like little...
Like fucking rape choked him or something. Like, what are we doing? Fucking get out loud. I'll choke you, motherfucker.
I'm dying. They're like little chihuahuas. Just rah, 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 rah. They're tiny little dudes.
Seriously.
Literally, they look big on TV, but they're small.
They're so small.
They're small men.
They're smaller than my daughter.
That's right. 130, 40-pound men. It's like they're so tiny, and they're just barking at each other the whole time. And apparently, Dillashaw got KO'd on or something in sparring, and there's a video out there, and he's talking about putting this
it happened
up for charity, and it's kind of like a whole big stupid thing. I don't know what the big deal is. Doesn't seem like.
Yeah, and I don't know why they make a big deal. So what? It's training. I hope you get knocked out. Maybe you're going a little too hard in training if you're knocking each other out, but that happens sometimes. So what? You know, that doesn't mean you knock a guy out in training does not mean that's going to translate to what's going to happen in a fight, because maybe your training partner isn't going 150% like you are, you fucking psycho. Chill it out. You're not there to hurt your training partners. Tattoo, though, so, I mean. Well, that says it right there. You go. Yeah, you're like the fucking Joker at that point. Yep. As well just get a thing that says pudding, put a fucking thing around your neck like Harley Quinn. That's all I'm saying. Why do we talk about these little guys? I hate that fucking weight class. Literally, you should, again, get rid of like 135 and under. Maybe sorry, Mighty Mouse. I just 90% of the people will agree with us at least 50% of the time. Fucking get rid of that weight class. Unless you do the mini cage, no interest. Yeah. And when I say mini, I'm talking 6x6.
Perfect. Phone booth.
Yes, that's what it should be. Yeah. It's phone booth fighting. That's Frank Mir's podcast.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Oh, Frank Mir's. I forgot what he was saying. Oh, I want to mention all these clickbait website article bullshit. Whoa. You need some smelling salts?
I'm good, man.
You're going down? I'm going to fucking... I'm going to fuck you up,
good. I'm good.
We got all
smelling salts.
They're on hand. I will not play games. No warning. No, you shut it down, I will fuck you up with a smelling salt.
I'm still good. I'm good. I think it's the lights. They mess with my eyeballs.
They suck. That's why I continue to wear
my eyes are burning. You know, the whole time I have to, like, glasses on. It's better, and then it's worse.
Yeah.
It's so strong.
So Frank Mir was talking... And I like how TMZ words their article because it's so clickbaity, and then you watch the video like, he didn't fucking say any of this. Because he was talking about the USADA and he had all those issues, and basically the clickbaity article was, fuck USADA, I'm going to go fight in Japan. They can't stop me. Like, he said nothing like that. It was more of, I could go fight. I've never fought in Japan. I would entertain fighting over there, but... I want to see this guy do jiu-jitsu too. Like, he was talking about the jiu-jitsu competitions in the past. Like, why not get him in some of that submission grappling?
Why not?
No, that's one thing he can actually do while he's suspended, or get the release and Bellator. I don't know why I go to Bellator, but I feel like that should be the home for all these veteran/journeyman fighters.
Okay. Bellator is a good spot. I think they can make monies there.
Lax drug testing. I think that's what we need.
No drug testing is better.
Of course. I don't think we're ever going to see that. I think you need a little bit just to keep everybody in line.
No.
Don't make me go full retard on it, because you know I would.
You got to.
All I'm going to say is nobody died in Pride. Okay? There was no drug testing. Steroids were encouraged. Nobody died.
Yeah, but
what?
I'm just saying.
What? If you want to go full on, let's do it then.
Yeah.
Let them do whatever.
Yeah, but they got. Was one guy? Rogan was talking about something on his podcast a while back. Guy's 155 pounder, and they tell him you fight 185. Okay. What? He's like, oh no, you take this and you fight 185.
He might have been 185 as it is, and was cutting to 155. Seeing how everybody's cutting 30% of their body weight or whatever.
Yeah.
Daniel Cormier.
It's crazy.
Anthony Rumble Johnson, 230, cutting down to 170.
He has retired though, so
well,
don't worry about him.
I'm telling you, that one's only gonna last a year. He's coming back for sure. Okay. There's money to be made. There's been some images of GSP showing off his bulky physique. You can go.
Does he have a HGH gut?
What do you think?
Oh jeez, what the heck's up with that?
I think that was a Hayabusa.
It's not very flattering.
Film. Do you think this extra girth is going to help him or hurt him?
I don't know. Is he putting cheeseburgers in there, or what is he doing?
I have no idea, but, you know, he's going up to 185, right? You normally fight.
Maybe he's just breathing. And
at the 170?
It's a bad angle.
Could be. It's the lighting.
Yeah. Is it going to help him? I don't know.
And is he ever going to fight? Like, what are we doing with this GSP versus Michael Bisping at 185?
Nothing.
Destroyed his division to the point now Anderson Silva wants to retire and get his interim belt. Yoel Romero, we talked about it last week. Everyone in limbo. Rockhold. Well, Jacare's dead now. Whitaker, Romero, Weidman still crying about that. Mousasi lost. Mousasi.
Yep.
Weidman thinks he was winning that fight.
Yeah.
I was winning. I was just beating his ass the whole fight. I don't know why I stopped it.
That's the Italian coming out.
I don't know, but is that a Matt Serra thing? Matt Serra Longo thing. All those guys seem to be losing their mind. Maybe they breed that similar to how Edmund Hervarian breeds the false sense of you're the best champ, no more of the same. You know,
getting your ass kicked. Keep doing that.
Yeah,
it's great job, champ. Just keep.
But is that what's going on? Like these guys can't accept loss or can't accept anything. They're not doing anything wrong. It's everybody else, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to point the finger at yourself. That's what I think I'm trying to say.
About 2 fingers.
That's fine. You know, these guys would be great CEOs. That's all I'm saying. Those fuckers never make a mistake. It's always somebody else.
That's right.
What else do we got? I don't know if we answered that question. The bulk for GSP, is it going to help or hurt him?
I think it's going to hurt him.
Yeah, if he was Johnny Cardio. Do you need eye drops, Ingo?
I don't know. I think it's
smelling salt. I think it'll clear your eyes.
I'm not tired. It's literally the last few times it's the lights. It's like weird. I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'll survive.
All right. Angela Magana is talking a lot of shit on Cyborg.
Okay.
She tweeted this out. She says, "Only one day to vote on your Majesty poll." In the previous tweet, it's anonymous. You pussies. Who wore it better? Please see tweet. And she's got a picture of the Saw mask and a picture of Chris Cyborg.
It looks strikingly similar.
Yeah. And then she also says, put thinking glasses on beyond pondering why Cyborg can forever cheat, smile, and get away with it. Bitch, like you didn't know you needed a therapeutic use exemption. Why does she have a death wish? What is she trying to prove here?
She's pissing off. It's like poking the bear.
Yeah. You know you're going to get murdered.
Yes, Cyborg's gonna get
murdered.
Angry.
There's not even a question about what's gonna happen there. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe she's trying to hop the fight. She likes abuse. She wants to be beat.
Dirty.
Oh yeah. Beat me good.
Maybe. Moving right along. Not sure if this thing is real or fake, but did you see that Mark Hunt doll?
No.
Mark says, "Why would you do this to me? Man boobs and penis on display."
Oh wow. What kind of doll is this?
I don't know. He has detachable hands, but I feel like they're missing the opportunity with, if you're going to do that, you might as well go detachable penis.
Does he have a hairy scrotum too? Or is that just paint?
Look, I think it's some blurring and some hair.
Wow. Is this from Japan or something?
Of course.
Why are they doing this?
I don't know. Maybe that's why it's got the blurry penis. Because I think isn't that the Japanese porn that they don't like to show so much?
Yep.
I don't know what else to say about that. We're going to move right along. Did you see Paige VanZant trying to sell her wares on Twitter?
No.
She posted this pic, and there's some video. She says, "Hey, look at this Reebok black and white collection." And then there's like a video of her pulling a shirt off. And I guess she pulled the video down now because there was a lot of backlash. Do you have a problem with women marketing their wares like this?
I think it looks perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, I think so too.
I have no problem with this.
Didn't Misha Tate do something like that, like where she was, I don't know if she was bending over or showing her ass off while she's drinking a protein shake?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you're a woman, I think if you got to shake that moneymaker.
How come men can't shake their money?
It doesn't work.
Damn it.
Well, Mark Hunt could. You know, look at that doll. Just take it off, Mark. Make it happen.
Yeah. Double standard.
We're going super fast now. You ready?
Ready.
Sage Northcutt was out getting some food the other day ago. He posted a picture. Do you notice anything weird in this picture? I will just post it, and you can tell me.
What?
It's like where's Waldo? But
his legs are huge. What's up with that?
Yeah. But did you check out his left leg? Do you notice the cock on his left leg?
Oh
Here,
yeah.
hang on. I'll zoom in for you.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck is this about?
Why is that guy so
Why
built?
does he have a cock leg? Tell me! Cock leg!
Why is he so built? That's weird.
Well, it's every single picture from this fucker. Shirt off, flexed out, muscle max, little brada. I'm so shredded. That's all I do. I have a smile and a cut body.
You must be pretty happy.
2017.
He's gonna freak out one day and just become a chubby.
He's gonna be a fucking like serial killer one day. I'm telling you.
I think he'd just be chubby. He'd get all chunky and stuff.
Yeah, you can't go through your whole life being that disciplined and not break. You will break. Wasn't that the story with the Maranovich kid? Didn't he?
Oh yeah, the quarterback.
Yeah, didn't he break?
He did.
That shit happens. This shit's real. All right, let's move right along. Let's get some ass to nuts. Oof, we're on fire today. If you were Ronda Rousey, would you take another fight for $2 million, even though you know you're gonna get your ass kicked?
No, I play with my boobs. But
sweet. Are they milk laden?
Yes, I believe she's having babies. Not
it's like
fighting.
sugar. You can go.
Is it? I believe they make ice cream downtown, baby milk from a woman. But
I've talked about that.
Yeah, if it's been a while. I would say if I'm Ronda Rousey at this point in my career, I think I don't take another fight.
Why is that? Because you've made enough money?
Yeah, and you can do movies and other things, and you know,
ruin your facial.
Plus, I'm pregnant. I can't be fighting when I'm pregnant.
How about the Chris Cyborg? What if we do? If you're Ronda Rousey, we say, "Hey, we want you to fight Chris Cyborg. We'll give you $5 million, $10 million, $10 million." All right. 15 million and 1% of the UFC.
I'm sold. Done. All right, I'm done.
And you can actually honor your word, because here's the woman who talked so much shit on Cyborg over multiple years.
Yes.
And you don't have to worry about a weight class. You're going to fight at 145 for the belt, mind you, because we don't know what the fuck's happening with Jermaine Durand to me. Yeah. She's going MIA. I have a broken hand. I don't know if I'm going to fight again. They may strip the title from her. Cyborg's calling out Megan Anderson from Invicta, saying, why don't you just come on up? We'll fight for a fucking interim. I don't know what's going on with that, but...
Not Ronda Rousey.
Okay.
No. I don't see that happening.
I already asked this question. Who's your favorite fighter other people call boring?
You go first.
Damian Maia.
Ah, damn it. I was going to say that.
That's the only one I got.
I was going to say
it's tough because the other people I like, well, Damian Maia, I feel he doesn't get the respect he needs because he likes to put people on the ground. And I'm okay with that because he submits people. If he's not submitting people, he's not submitting everybody, but
yeah.
Carlos Condit.
I'm going to say...
It's tough because it depends what is your definition of boring.
Yeah.
To me, because I'm challenged, Dominic Cruz is boring to me because he's
yeah,
too flashy, too movie. Stand and bang sometimes. John Fitch was boring to me.
Yeah,
that is just that's death.
No, he was hard to watch.
Randy Couture was boring.
Yeah, he was.
That fucking, what do you call it when you get off against the cage? It's not the lay and pray.
What's it called?
It's fucking
the wall stall. No.
Yeah, there you go.
Wall stall.
Something like that.
Wall stall. Stall and wall.
It ain't interesting.
It's not stand and bang.
No.
It's lay and pray. No, that's different. I don't know. But yeah, Damian comes to mind. That's about it for me. I didn't think you were gonna pick him.
And we'll talk about UFC 211 next week, but you know, you got him and Jorge Masvidal fighting. I still like Maia's chances.
Do you? That's a tough fight.
Yeah, I'll ask it. Why? Why is that tough? Doesn't he just have to get him on the ground? Look what he does to everybody.
Yeah, but I don't know if he can get him to the ground that easy. We're gonna see. I think Masvidal
seems to get everybody there, though.
He's pretty crafty, Masvidal. So. And I hope Damian doesn't have a change of heart all of a sudden and wants to play stand-up.
Oh, no. You get Jacare syndrome?
Yeah. George Kershaw.
Yes.
All those Brazilians like...
Andy Huang.
It's like a switch goes off and says...
I'm going to stand in Huang.
I don't want to do what I'm good at anymore. I just want to be exciting.
Mauricio Verdun.
Yes. I'm just going to play stand-up, even though the ground is my place.
I hear you. Michael Brooks asks, he says, why is Derek Lewis a huge betting favorite over Marquardt? Surely his style is custom designed to get knocked the fuck out by Hunt. Do you guys agree? Oh. Well, Lewis is on a 6-fight win streak.
Yep.
And Mark Hunt has 2 wins out of his last 6 fights, so I can see why he would be the favorite. Plus, you can't forget about the Black Beast's heart. Man's got heart for miles.
Mm-hmm.
Will not be reasoned with.
Did you have to take a shit too?
Maybe. Yes, he had to take a shit.
Mm-hmm.
He still won.
He did. It looked sketchy for a while.
Travis Brown.
I don't know. I don't like his chances in that fight. I think Marquardt can knock him out.
Marquardt can knock anybody out.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yep.
It's always a crapshoot. Just getting old. Rico Machado closes out. It's a pound sign Nuts Rule, pound sign Matt Rape Train, pound sign Ingo Sugar Daddy. Would you rather have, in your opinion, the world's best job that pays really well but not be able to have a family and spouse, or have an average job but you get to raise a family and get married?
That is a tough question. I'll take the family.
I just want to fuck whichever one I do in that scenario. Would you rather, man? Would you rather stop animal abuse or stop pollution?
Animal abuse. I think. I don't know.
Is pollution a problem?
That's the politically correct answer. I don't. Is it?
What's animal abuse?
You know. I'm horrible. I can't say it.
My dick.
I don't want to say it.
Would you rather sleep with a woman with tan skin and blonde hair, or black hair and pale skin? That's like a gothic chick. I think I'm into the gothic. I think I would go down that route.
I don't think I can.
I don't like the blonde hair.
That's not
that
my first question. My first question is she cool?
Moving right on. Fuck, marry, kill, WWE edition number 6. We got Candice Michelle.
Oh yeah.
Like that?
I like that. Yes, I do.
We've got Victoria. A little thicker, a little manly.
That's your, I think that's your style right there.
And Michelle McCool.
All right. We're going to go ahead and fuck McCool, kill Victoria, is it?
Yeah.
And we're going to marry this one. Candice Michelle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're in agreement with this. I will.
Are we really?
Well, with the marry one. I'll marry Candice Michelle. I like that.
She looks dirty. Like you know.
Yeah.
Man. There we go.
I will fuck Victoria because this blonde stuff doesn't work for me. And knowledge, you got anything? I don't really have anything for this a week. New season of Silicon Valley started.
Is it any good?
Did you check that out?
I've not watched it.
It was good. It was a good episode.
Okay.
What else? There's a new show that came out. I'm indifferent on it right now. I forgot what channel. It was either Encore or Stars. It's called American Gods.
Yeah.
It's an hour long. I semi-liked it. It was much better than that fucking Westworld show that I got suckered into last season. Everyone was like, "Oh, it's so great." Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I couldn't even tell you for a while. I watched like 4 episodes.
You still don't know. And
I don't know if I should tell you to watch it or not because I don't know what the hell's going on. There's naked. That's part of the equation. In American Gods, it had naked, had Bush.
Okay.
Like, you're filling a couple of my requirements.
Bush is key.
It had some.
Give the man his Bush.
Yes, I'm a big fan. They had some hand-to-hand combat. They're going in the right direction, and I think they have some of the characters. I'm trying to think where I saw these men from. The hell was that movie? Minority Report. The guy that fucks with his eyeballs.
Oh, really?
The guy who played the doctor. I think he's going to be in it at some part. The guy, one of the main characters was in John Wick. He was like a head dude. He's like, "Oh, you're back in the game."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was trying to help him a little bit. That guy is one of the main characters. So it seems like you got some of the good actors. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. First show was like, hey, what the hell's going on? I don't know what the hell's going on. Characters don't know what's going on. But it's better than fucking Westworld because nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
Even after the whole season was over?
Yeah.
Okay.
I still don't even know. I don't know if I'm going to watch it. I probably will. Sucker back in. And then we'll have Game of Thrones, when is that? June or July?
July, I thought.
Oh, fuck. It should have been
A couple months
already. Because usually it was Silicon Valley and Game of Thrones would start at the same time. Anything else to watch?
Nope.
You're out of the loop.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I've stopped watching TV a lot in the fall.
You read books? What books did you just read? You said you did a couple.
I read The Alchemist. Yes, I really enjoyed that one. If you guys want to read a book about, it's philosophical, yet it's a good story about a boy who goes on a journey of finding his treasure. A lot of good life lessons in there, good quotes. I read The Four Agreements, which when you're ready to read, let me know. I'll give you a copy. Really cool stuff. It's about, you know, just kind of changing your frame in life, and you can Google this. They're out there, The Four Agreements, you know, being impeccable with your word.
Like impeccable?
Like impeccable, right, like your pecs. You know, those kind of things. Just kind of like, not self-help, but more of a way of looking at life. They kind of took, that book I liked because it's short and it's really to the point, and it took all of the shit that, you know, I read in a lot of different books and just squeezed it all down into one small little, very focused 4 key points, and I thought that was good. So, but yeah, I've been reading a ton. It's kind of, I don't know. I read somewhere it's good to read, so I've been reading.
I got burned out on the reading. I had to take a break.
Yeah.
Now I'm just meditating.
Okay.
In the infrared sauna.
Nice. I'm whacking off.
Sometimes whacking off.
There you go.
Wax
in
on,
the sauna? No.
Wax off. Never.
Okay,
No.
I was gonna say.
No, because you don't want any stain. It's like sweat is bad enough in the fucking sauna because you don't want to be using any type of like chemicals inside of there. So it's like you're only wiping down with towels. You want to keep that shit as sanitary as possible. No. That'd be like beating off in the fucking isolation tanks.
I've never done that. But
Me neither.
I've heard people do it.
Exactly. That's fucking disgusting. And speaking of which, the one in Chicago still has yet to open up yet. Again.
Really? Did you try the one in North Side, Northbrook, whatever?
Yeah. That's the one where I said it was a much bigger room and probably for you a more enjoyable experience because it may have been 8 foot by I couldn't even reach. It had to be 6 feet this way, and then it also had lights that were like stars on the ceiling that you got freaked out. You could turn that shit on the side rail, and then also when you wake up, they can turn music on to wake you up gently. And then they can come and knock on your door, so you don't get this abrupt, boom, boom, like the fist of God coming to wake you up.
I'm awake. Oh
holy shit! What the fuck was that, man? It just freaks you the fuck out. Yeah, I think I'm about due for another trip. It's been, I can't remember the last time I went.
6 months.
Yeah, I think I've gone 8 times now.
Okay.
About that time.
Nice.
About that time. Shut it down. That's it.
Been this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name is Ingo Weigel.
Matt Griffith. Thanks for playing.
Until next time.